Typically, when do you scout with an SCV?
It's just usually after. I usually scout after I have both my Raxes going, so maybe my 15th SCV or 14th SCV that goes out. Sometimes if I'm like playing versus a Zerg, and it's like depending on what I scout really doesn't change how I'm going to play. Like for example, I'm going to open 2 racks if they pull first or if they hatch first. Right.
And second
I don't
depot
even worry
around
about like super fast scout.
Second depot around like 16 or 17.
Yeah, just right anytime after your orbital for sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. See, that's right. Perfect. JP for the win.
I'm so good. When do you typically get gas now?
Your gas wouldn't be until after your expansion.
Okay, alright. So I've got the 2 racks up. I gotta just kind of wait, get 400 minerals, and then push out once I get a couple of Marines, correct?
Right. I usually will start taking map control with 3.
Okay.
Because 3 Marines with micro can beat like 5 Zerglings, and they're not gonna like speedling rush or something like that right off the bat.
Right. Now, do you want me to do should I be really aggressive with this style, or just kind of hold the map?
However you want to do it. If you think you can get damage done, then get it done. But try to not put yourself in a situation to where you're going to lose your Marines right off the bat without killing anything. So if you think you can, put pressure on the opponent and stuff, then you feel free to.
You're killing me, man. Alright, so waiting for the command center. Now I should just probably fall back, right?
Probably, because you know that you just forced me to make Zerglings.
Right.
Because you attacked me, you killed my queen, I saw where your rally point was at my natural. It's safe to say that I know you're going... you know that I'm going to make some extra Zerglings to deal with the pressure.
Right. And my minerals got really high right there. I do have the expansion coming up, so I
That's
dropped...
when you, right after the expansion, you start your 2 gases.
Okay, that's
and then
what I did.
From there, there's lots of ways you can go from it, depending on how you really want to play it. You can add extra Raxes, to where you can have a higher Marine count in the earlier mid-game stage. You can also add... You could also add an engineering bay to where you start getting your +1 upgrades, which is what I did in the last replay we watched.
Right.
And you pretty much never stop the Marine production from the 2 racks, unless you're adding Tech Lab add-ons or something like that.
Now you're going to be... Oh, I thought you were going to be rude and block that, but...
That was the plan.
And kind of what is the timing you typically... start getting your, what am I trying to say, getting missile turrets up? Is there a specific timing?
It would probably be at the 9.5 minute mark, something like that.
Okay.
I'm actually not so positive. I have an internal timing that I just read every time, because it never fails me. It's alright, Muta should be coming.
Right.
But, I don't know. That's a good question that I actually should pay attention to. What's the timing, time-wise, on a clock or something, of when I actually, make missile turrets?
Right. So I'm just gonna pop some up. Should be getting stim pack probably, right?
Right.
Okay. And so I see a ton of lings right now for you. Don't see any really sign of a third yet. So what should I be anticipating right now? Obviously, probably Banelings, correct?
Banelings and Mutas. That's the 2 things you should be anticipating. Probably Mutas more than Banelings.
Okay.
Due to the fact that this is the most common play. That's the reason I'm doing it. There's other ways you can play this matchup, just Ling and Fester. We see lots of players like Slush and Cats do all kinds of neat little builds.
Right.
But this is the more standard play that you see in almost every game.
Alright, so I scan you, see your spire about complete. See you also popping up the Baneling nest. Gonna make some turrets probably around the base would be a good decision.
Right, definitely. Now that you see the spires like 90% done, you want to have 3 things covered. One, you want to have turrets in your main mineral line, turrets at your natural mineral line, and turrets defending your Raxes, where your add-ons can't just get sniped, and that'd be really bad.
Okay. And I have successfully pulled a DJ Wheat and supply capped myself, so that's obviously not good.
DJ Wheat's good. Mini Wheat's gonna be the stuff, though.
Mini Wheat is gonna be the shit, so...
Yep. I'm telling you.
When do you start thinking about possibly getting a third?
Now that just depends on what stage of the game you want to take it to. If you want to be more defensive and expand, you can. Like, that's absolutely viable. You just you can, especially if you have like tanks or something. If you don't have tanks, you're playing pure marine. You just make a lot of bunkers,
right?
Because then banelings will have to like suicide to kill the bunkers, and not really suicide to kill what they want to kill, which is the marines.
Okay. Oh no, my... Now, should I stim into these? I don't have medevacs out just yet, so probably not, right?
Probably not. The only time you would stim is if you could actually kill them. Like, you know that you could kill them, like, with no doubt in your mind.
Okay. Around this time, you most likely have a third up. So should I be thinking about maybe doing a drop to do some harassment?
Well, at this point, if he already has mutas up, you want to either hit it 2 places at once, or so you would either want to drop the main and hit the gold expansion, which you just see is going down right now.
Right.
Or you would want to attack the, drop the top left base or something like that. So you wouldn't want to just hit one place at once if they have mutas, because it's so easy for Zerg to clean it up.
Right, right.
Life flights here. ETA.
Probably need to add on some more racks. My minerals are probably not the best in terms of highness.
Waiting on you.
Do you try to do anything against Overlord placement on the map?
You mean like with a Viking to snipe it or something?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
that what you're referring to? Not really. You really can't do a thing about it due to the fact that mutas control the air, and mutas can like destroy Vikings. So it's really difficult to ever get rid of, like, say, an Overlord in the middle of the map or something like that.
Right, right. No, I thought I was building another command center, but apparently I wasn't, so that's not good.
That is not good.
And, I mean, pretty much, do you just stay on Marine this entire time?
You watched it last game.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but...
I know. It's because it's like you really have to be aggressive the whole time playing Marine. If you just let Zerg build up, then you never can win with Marine. But if you're aggressive the whole time, where they just never get that like critical number of banelings and mutas and upgrades, then it's pretty fine. Oh snap. So see, that was good. But that needed to happen minutes ago.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're too built up already.
Right. Like, the whole thing was great. Like, that's exactly what you have to kind of do. With this kind of playstyle, which I would never suggest, like, people who were, diamond or platinum.
Who are of my skill level.
Right.
It's what
To
LZ
really
is
to
trying
do-
to nicely say.
Yeah, I was thinking of a nice way to say it though. To deal with like just mass marine and just micro them really well and do all these timing attacks, because it's much easier in my opinion. And I do play the other style as well, where you just play like tank marine medevac. I think that's way easier. Or if you're just like trying to level up or rank up in like ladder games and stuff, then mech is actually really good too. In general, like versus Zerg, I really enjoy going mech versus high level games as well. Mech's just the kind of thing where it's like mech is great versus good players, but it's terrible versus the best players.
Right.
Because I thought mech was like so good until I played Red at MLG Dallas, and he raped me. I was like, well, that's depressing.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, that's quite a lot of Banelings.
It's a couple. Oh, I lost that base. It's no good.
So I'm gonna be a little bit daring here for the sake of the fact that I'm streaming. Got to make it exciting. And I'm just gonna run straight towards you with everything and see how this goes. And you're just gonna run in with a ton of Banelings and do exactly what I'm not supposed to be able to win against, I guess. No, I didn't even really micro any of that, so probably not the best thing. But typically, you should be doing a little bit more harassment than I actually am, because if you let a
the
Zerg
first
get
drop
to this,
actually comes, like if once you get the timings down, the first drop comes before Muta's ever up,
Right.
or even up.
right?
And I had Mutas in your base, and your medevacs weren't even up yet, so like a little of the timings were a little messed up with, trying this type of play out.
Yeah. Need to be doing a little bit more harass, because if you get to where you are right now in terms of the econ, there's really no point, or no chance of me coming back unless I'm doing a ton of drops, right?
Right.
Alright, so let's pop out of this game. Pulling an EG.IdrA, not GG'ing.
Oh my god! Never seen that before.
And pop open that replay, and we'll like ×4 it, and you can kind of talk me through where I should have been doing this or shouldn't have been doing that, etc.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let me know when you've got it up.
All right, I have it paused at 1 second on ×4.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need a. Good, you remembered. All right, so I'm gonna hit play in 3, 2, 1, play, and just kind of walk through this. I'll be as quiet as possible. You can just chime in whenever I should be doing something that I'm not.
All right. All right. So far, you're doing great. You're building the supply depot right on time.
Yay!
It's like you should be getting a gold star or something right about now.
Well, I do have my overlay, and it has a gold star on it, so maybe that's where I got it from.
Maybe so. Alright, so far so good. Actually, the opening was actually really fine in general. Like, the pressure was good, because I skipped the spine crawler to make an extra queen, and you sniped the queen. So, I mean, all that was actually good. Let's see. Move out with 3 marines. Something you can do is actually just have the Raxes rally to your marines. Is that what you have now? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
now
I had it when I pushed, but then that marine died, I think, and I forgot to re-rally. See right there, yeah.
Right. You should probably focus on the Zerglings down and then the queen, because you focus on the queen while letting my Zerglings actually get a lot of hits in.
Right.
You just take out the Zerglings really quick, you can then abuse the range versus the queen.
Right.
Alright, so your bunker placement here is actually should be more to where your second bunker is for your first bunker. Because if your first bunker was where your second bunker is, then it would actually defend your command center while it's building, it would defend your things if they tried running up your ramp, etc.